If your hips aren't strong and stable, your back and knees will pay the price. Hi, I'm Dr. Matthew Stay from National Pike Chiropractic, and today I'm going to show you the 3 best exercises to help fix your hips.
These exercises are intended to help you build strength. They should not be painful in any way. If you are experiencing pain, you are advised to discontinue immediately and seek the advice of a qualified medical professional.
So our first exercise and building stronger hips is going to be a DNS side bridge, and this is a really good exercise for building, the lateral glute muscles, the gluteus medius muscles, the oblique muscles here, which is an important part of our abdominal wall. So to perform this, we are going to get in a sideline position. We want to have our legs stacked on top of each other. Top arm is going to be resting on the side, elbow directly beneath the shoulders. You kind of want to have your knees bent at 90 degrees. And in this starting position, you want to feel like your shoulder, hips, and heels are in line with your knees in front. We're going to engage our core like we've done in all of our previous exercises. Avoid letting your midsection sag to the floor, so you want to keep that up nice and straight. Feel free to pull it up if you have to. And then what we're going to do is we're going to push our bottom knee and forearm down into the table and lift our hips up and shift them forward, and it's going to look like this. And when we get to this finishing position, we will now have our shoulders, hips, and knees in line with our feet behind us. Keeping our midsection from sagging down. We want to lift it up and feel that engagement in those bottom muscles there. And then we'll return back down and let our hips come back down so that our shoulders, hips, and heels are once again in the line, and knees will be in front. All right. And for this, you really want to focus or prioritize stability over height. That's not as important. It's just being able to hold this. Slow, controlled movements are typically better here. For best results, you'd like to perform 2 to 3 sets of 3 to 5 holds per side. All right, so for our second exercise and stronger hip series is what we call a Copenhagen adductor. And I'm going to preface this by this is a challenging exercise, but there's some variations we can do to make it a little bit easier and to help you, feel the necessary engagement here. This is good for really building a strong core and inner thigh musculature. So to perform, we're going to get in a sideline position. We're going to need an elevated surface like a bench or a table or something like that. We can use a pillow or a pad or anything for comfort for our elbow, which is going to be our main point of support. We'll have our top leg up on the elevated surface. And from here, we're going to get our body in a nice straight line. Knees stay nice and straight. We're going to engage our core like we've done in every exercise. And we're going to lift our hips up off the table. And for starters, we can leave our right leg on the floor. This in itself can be an exercise. When doing this, we want to avoid rolling our hips forward or backwards. And then from here, we can do some different things. We could do little movements like this, where we're using the left leg in this case, the left leg to drive the motion up. My right leg's just giving a little bit of support. This would be a beginner stage exercise. From here, we could just go and do lifts like that, where we're forcing this leg to stay stable. Again, nice straight line. We could hold here and lift like that without any support. So we're kind of getting into some more challenging versions of this right now. We can even also just come up and hold it. Again, proper breathing, good stabilization. Don't let the hips sag. And that's the Copenhagen adductors. So depending on how you want to go about this, you can start with 8 to 12 reps of the beginner stage, and as you progress through this to the more challenging stages, you can do longer holds or perform 8 to 12 reps. I mean, there's a lot of variation with this, but it's really good, again, at building these inner thigh muscles. Our last exercise for stronger hips is the squat. Now, this is a foundation of lower body strength and is actually very necessary for us to live independently. All right, so to perform the squat, we want to start with our feet shoulder width apart, toes angled slightly outward, about 10 to 15 degrees. We want to make sure our chest stays tall, shoulders relaxed, keeping our core engaged here. All right. I advise that we have a chair or a bench or something to have safety built in with this, and to give us a goal to shoot for here. So we can start by no weight. As we go down, we want to push our hips down as if we were trying to sit our butts into a chair. Try to avoid over rounding or arching the back, and we'll go ahead and try to do that. And then we can come back up, driving through the heels. Okay? Think as you come back up, you're trying to push the earth away from you. Now, if you are having trouble with the knees caving in as you go into the squat, we can add a band to that and go just above the knees there, and you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So in an effort to keep the knees from caving in, we can put the band there, and then we can go and push out into the band as we squat to help engage those lateral glute muscles. And when we get really comfortable with this, we can add weight. So different variations of the squat. You could do a back barbell squat. I am a fan of what we call kettlebell squats, where you hold the weight in front of your chest. And I feel this is a good way to help counterbalance your weight, so that when you go into the squat, you don't feel so much like you're falling backwards. And then when you get really comfortable with it, we can move away from the bench and go into a deep squat. So give that a try. If you have any issues, give us a call. Strong hips are essential for everything from walking to lifting. Master these exercises and you'll move better and feel better. If you feel like you need assistance, call National Pike Chiropractic today, and we'll get you back to moving with mastery.